Sean Diddy Combs has just been unsealed. Combs is being charged with racketeering conspiracy, alleging he ran an enterprise that he engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, or kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He's also charged with sex trafficking by force. I want to bring in ABC's Phil Lipoff, ABC News contributor and SiriusXM radio host Mike Muse, and ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer.
Did you ever wonder what kind of evidence the FBI found when they raided P. Diddy's homes? The recent raids on Sean Diddy, Combs' Miami and Los Angeles mansions weren't just for show. With criminal charges ranging from sex trafficking to racketeering, prosecutors have gathered some serious evidence. Today, we're diving deep into the 5 most damning pieces of evidence that could put the music mogul behind bars. The details might shock you. Evidence number 1, the surveillance video evidence. Remember that 2016 video showing Diddy allegedly beating Cassandra Ventura? This video, released by CNN, changed everything. It shows what looks like a violent incident in an elevator. What makes this evidence super strong is that Diddy himself went on Instagram 2 days later and pretty much admitted it was him. This video isn't just about a fight. Prosecutors say it shows how Diddy used force to control people. Legal experts say this video is particularly powerful because it's raw footage that a jury can see with their own eyes. It's one thing to hear about violence, but seeing it happen in real time makes it impossible to ignore.
The video appears to show Combs punching and kicking the R&B singer who was his longtime girlfriend at the time. You may remember she filed a lawsuit against Combs, but it was settled the day after it was filed. After that, several more lawsuits were filed in the following months, along with a federal criminal sex trafficking investigation.
Evidence number 2, the digital mountain. Guess what investigators found? Over 90 phones, laptops, and cloud storage accounts. But that's not all. They also got their hands on 30 more electronic devices, including hard drives and cameras. Think about it. That's like having 120 different devices telling stories about what happened. These devices came from Diddy, his friends, and people who say they're victims. It's like having 120 different witnesses who can't lie. The really interesting part is that these devices don't just tell one story. They show patterns of behavior over many years. Investigators can piece together text messages, videos, and photos to create a complete timeline of events.
That these search warrants that were executed is in connection with a sex trafficking investigation. However, the source would not say whether Combs himself is the target of the investigation.
And has Sean Combs commented on the searches?
Yeah, so we have reached out to representatives of Combs. However, we have not heard back.
Evidence number 3, the freak-off recordings. Now, this is where things get really serious. The government says they have dozens of videos of something called freak-offs. These were special parties where Diddy allegedly made people do things they didn't want to do. The videos show everything that happened, and the government has proof people were paid and flown across state lines for these events. That's super important because moving people between states for this stuff is against federal law. What makes these recordings even more damaging is that they come with matching hotel records, flight tickets, and payment receipts. It's like having a complete paper trail that backs up everything in the videos. Evidence number 4, the physical evidence. Here's something kind of weird but important. Investigators found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Diddy's lawyer tried saying he just likes buying in bulk from Costco. But guess what? Costco came out and said they don't even sell that stuff. This might seem funny, but prosecutors say it proves these freak-offs happened a lot and weren't just made up. The sheer quantity of these items suggests regular, planned events rather than occasional parties. Investigators also found other physical evidence during the raids, including documents and items that match up with witness statements.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I don't think it was 1,000. Let's just say it's a lot, okay?
Evidence number 5, the witness testimonies. The final piece of evidence comes from real people ready to tell their stories. Many witnesses, including alleged victims and people who used to work with Diddy, are planning to speak in court. Some might have made deals with the government to tell the truth about what happened. Their stories match up with the videos, hotel records, and travel documents the government found. What makes these testimonies particularly strong is that different witnesses from different times and places tell similar stories. When multiple people who don't know each other describe the same patterns of behavior, it becomes much harder to dismiss their claims. The trial timeline. The trial is set for May 5, 2025. That gives both sides time to look at all this evidence. Diddy's lawyers will try to prove the videos don't tell the whole story and that everything was consensual. But with so much evidence from so many different places, they've got their work cut out for them. The prosecution has built their case like a puzzle, where each piece of evidence supports and strengthens the others.
A trial date has been set for Sean Diddy Combs.
A judge today setting the date for May the 5th next year. Alice Gaynor covers the courts for us. She was inside the courtroom today when Diddy arrived.
What do you think about all this evidence? Could it send Diddy to prison? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on more celebrity legal drama. This case is far from over, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Share this video with anyone interested in celebrity news or legal cases, and let's discuss your theories in the comments section.